Welcome to Latin in the Laundry Room. Why are we in the laundry room? Well, because I'm a mom, and it's the only quiet room in the house right now. Today we're going to talk about Latin nouns, and we're going to talk about Latin noun cases. What are cases when we're talking about Latin nouns? Well, in English, we have different jobs for nouns, and it's the same in Latin, but in English, our sentence order helps us to know the job of the noun. So we put our subject first, and we put our direct object after the verb, things like that. In Latin, the words in the sentence can be in all different orders, so we need to look at the endings to tell us the job of the noun. Now, we're going to get to those endings later, but today we're going to talk about the cases. Our first case in Latin is, bear with me, the nominative case. And the nominative tells us the subject. It tells us that the job of the noun is the subject. So our sample sentence is, the sailor sees land. Sailor is our subject. So the Latin word for sailor is going to have a nominative ending. Nominative, subject. The next one is genitive, which is possessive. So our sample here is the sailor's victory. Sailors shows us that it's possessive. We can also say the victory of the sailor. And in Latin, that's really helpful to get into the habit of saying of the sailor when we use the genitive ending. And that'll make sense the further you get in Latin. Just trust me for now. Okay, so we have nominative is the subject, genitive is possessive, and then we have dative, which is for the indirect object. So in this sentence, Caesar gave swords to the sailors. So Caesar's our subject, swords are our direct object, and the sailors are our indirect object. So there will be a dative ending on the word sailors for dative. Okay, next we have accusative. The accusative case is used for the direct object. So in this sentence, Mary sees the sailors. So the sailors would have the accusative ending in this kind of sentence. And the last case is the ablative, which is the object of some of the prepositions. We say object of the preposition, and it is for a lot of prepositions, but later on in Latin you'll find that some prepositions actually are governed by the accusative case. But for now, just think ablative, object of the preposition. So our example is, we went with the sailors. So in this sentence, sailors would have the ablative ending. So just to review, nominative is the subject. That's it, the job of the noun in the sentence. It's the subject. Genitive is used when the noun is showing possession. Dative is used when the noun is the indirect object. Accusative is used when it's the direct object. And ablative is used to show the object of the preposition.